Express this evening. Federal government inaugurates committee to resolve challenges of gas to power. Police debunk viral terror alert in Abuja. NAB suspect for incitement. Immigration bar suspends Lagos semi-border commanders over extortion allegations. Good evening and welcome to News Express na Dami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos. A blend of national, local, political, international sports and entertainment news. I am Ogi Mark, and now the news in detail. We begin with the president's latest activity. President Bola Tinubu and Governor Duye Diri have commissioned the 630-meter Angiama-Okporoma Bridge in Bayelsa State. Also in attendance was former President Goodluck Jonathan and his wife Patience, alongside President of the Senate Godswill Akpabio and other top government officials at the commissioning ceremony.
Tinubu GCFR, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on this day, April 10th, 2026, to God be the glory. Amen.
The commissioning also featured the inauguration of a 60-megawatt gas turbine independent power project designed to significantly boost electricity supply in the state. Meanwhile, the federal government has inaugurated a gas-to-power monitoring committee to address the persistent challenge of gas supply to power generation plants. The special advisor on strategic communications and media relations to the Minister of Power, Bolaji Tunji, noted that the gas-fired plant, which accounts for about 80% of Nigeria's electricity generation, continue to face setbacks due to supply disruptions, pipeline vandalism, mounting debt to gas producers, and weak coordination within the sector. The Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, described the move as a decisive and strategic step to resolving a critical constraint in the Nigeria electricity supply industry. The Power Minister tasked the members of the committee to provide actionable recommendations, particularly on mechanism to guarantee payment for gas supplies and ensure sustainability. The committee is to monitor and drive the resolution of issues such as the repair of damaged gas pipelines, the settlement of outstanding debts to gas suppliers, and other operational barriers affecting gas availability to power plants. And on legal matters, the Nigerian Bar Association has warned that it will take disciplinary action against lawyers who institute court cases aimed at drawing the judiciary into internal disputes within political parties. In a statement released amid ongoing factional and leadership crisis in the coalition-backed African Democratic Congress (ADC), the association expressed concerns over a growing trend of legal practitioners and courts becoming entangled in intra-party matters despite clear provisions of the law. The NBA stressed that the law explicitly bars courts from entertaining cases relating to internal affairs of political parties, warning that such practices could undermine democratic processes. The NBA vowed to take decisive action against erring practitioners. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has sentenced a 2015 senatorial candidate in Borno State, Babagana Habib, to 10 years imprisonment for selling petrol to Boko Haram terrorists. Justice Peter Lifu convicted the politician on a one-count charge of aiding and abetting terrorism in a country brought against him by the federal government. Habib, a fuel dealer in Maiduguri, capital of Borno State, had upon his arraignment on the one-count charge admitted guilt of selling fuel to the terrorists. In his judgment, Justice Peter Lifu held that there was no evidence that a convict was a member of Boko Haram or trained on weapon handling, adding that the sole accusation against him was the sale of fuel to terrorists. Justice Alifu subsequently sentenced the defendant to 10 years imprisonment and ordered that the jail term should start from the date of his arrest and detention of the convict. The judge ordered the conviction be immediately released upon signing of his release warrant to enable him go for extensive rehabilitation. And now the Nigerian Police Force has debunked a viral video circulating on social media alleging an ongoing terrorist attack in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Force Public Relations Officer DCP Anthony Placid, in a statement, said the claims contained in the video are entirely false, misleading and malicious. The Federal Capital Territory FCT Commissioner of Police Ahmed Mohammed Sanusi, in a video, revealed that the video was deliberately curated by a TikToker creator named Palm Joseph, using misleading footage sourced from online platforms to incite public fear and undermine public confidence in the security architecture of the nation's capital.
One notorious content creator, his name na Palm Joseph, 24 years old, him go create one kind lie video where him dey talk say bandit don invade Abuja. So he say make people carry their car comot and make people wey wan come make dem no come o, say wahala dey Abuja o. As I get the video, my people when they do investigation, we come ask am wetin be the reason why you can't do this lie video. He say he just do am because he won't get follower for TikTok, he won't get like. So abeg, we dey take this one, take advice on all these content creators. Police don't pass where una think o. Police don't advance o. If una hide, do video, we go follow. In reverse order, take catch una, bring una out, show una to public, and then we go carry una go court according to the law for Nigeria. So make una avoid them. Make una no create fear for people mind. This one when I don't catch, so I go carry am go court.
He warned content creators to desist from posting videos that may create panic in the territory and advised members of the public to verify information before sharing and to refrain from engaging in activities that may incite fear or disorder. Still on security matters, the Lagos State Police Command has arrested 3 suspected armed robbers during a routine night patrol operation in the Idimo area of Lagos State. The command on its X handle said the operation took place in the early hours of Tuesday when officers on patrol along Carwash bus stop at First Bank intercepted 3 men riding on a motorcycle. Preliminary investigations revealed that the suspect had allegedly been involved in a series of robberies targeting unsuspecting members of the public before fleeing the scenes on a motorcycle. The Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, Tijani Fatai, said the arrest demonstrates the command's continued commitment to tackling crime and ensuring public safety across the state. The Nigerian Immigration Service ordered the immediate suspension of the controller overseeing the Lagos-Seme border corridor to pave the way for a transparent probe following online reports alleging widespread extortion by personnel in the command. The Comptroller General of Immigration, Kemi Nadab, in a statement, condemned the actions, describing such conduct as unacceptable and a direct violation of the core values and operational standards of the service. The service maintained that no act undermining public trust or tarnishing the integrity of the institution will be condoned. It assured the general public of its unwavering commitment to delivering professional and efficient services at all points of entry and exit. The NIS encouraged citizens to report misconduct through its 24-hour contact center numbers and official social media handles as internal mechanisms are being strengthened to uphold accountability. Away from Lagos to neighboring Oyo State, the Alafin of Oyo, Oba Akim Uwade, says individuals involved in land grabbing, particularly those who employ violence or coercion to extort fees from legitimate property owners, risk prosecution if they do not refrain from it. The monarch's warning followed a wave of violent attacks reportedly carried out by land grabbers against residents of 12 villages in the Oyo West local government area. He lamented that lawless individuals seeking unearned gains have resorted to various unlawful tactics to dispose rightful owners of their properties. He stated that under the law, land grabbers can now be jailed for up to 15 years, while those who aid and abet them will also not go scot-free. The monarch advised members of the public to disregard any individual, group or organization falsely claiming ownership of their land in the affected communities. And back to security matters. The Kebbi State Police Command has launched a clearance operation following coordinated attacks on villages in Shanga local government area that left at least 44 people dead. The police said the operation, ordered in line with directives from the Inspector General of Police Olatunji Disu, is targeting forests, border communities, farmlands and other high-risk corridors used by criminal groups. The command spokesperson SP Bashir Usman noted that the intervention had already begun to restore stability in the affected areas. In an earlier breakthrough, police operatives recovered 2 AK-47 rifles along the Ilo-Kamba axis, which officials described as evidence that the crackdown was already yielding results. And some heart-wrenching news. At least 8 people have been killed in a sporadic shooting that lasted close to an hour after terrorists stormed Mbuel village in Boko's local government area of Plateau State last night. The chairman of the community peace observers in Boko's local government area, Kefas Milai, who have confirmed the incident, said the attack had created tension in the community. Milai added that locals are angry over the failure of security operatives to protect them and are planning to protest. He further alleged that security forces did not respond despite the proximity of the area and that personnel are currently deployed to protect a specific community suspected by natives of Bokus to be the origin of the attackers. As of the time of filing this report, the Plateau State Police Command is yet to comment on the incident. Coming up on News Express and Sport, Mohamed Kudus risk of missing 2026 World Cup after fresh injury. On entertainment, Makinde dismisses alleged fallout with Funke Akindele. To stay with us.
You can listen to Adami Mogo 93.1 FM from any part of the world. Download the Adami Mogo 931 FM app from Google Play Store and Radio Garden. And follow us on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you have eyewitness stories or exclusive to share, contact the Adami Mogo FM newsroom via mail at newsroom@adamimogofm.com. Or you can dial 070-634-03583. You can dial 090-319-69629. Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos, voice of the light.
Thank you for staying tuned. And now to the rest of the news. On Global Express, Cambodia's king Norodom Sihamoni has been diagnosed with prostate cancer and will stay in China for prolonged treatment for the disease. The 72-year-old king said in a statement to his country that doctors have prescribed hospitalization of up to 2 months for treatment. Sihamoni took over the role after his father, King Norodom Sihanouk, abdicated following his own cancer treatment in Beijing. Sihamoni's reign as head of state has been largely symbolic under a deal struck between his father and Cambodia's leadership in 1993, allowing him to reascend the throne after years in exile. And now, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance has warned Iran against any trickery as he sets out for talks in Islamabad aimed at transforming a fragile ceasefire into a lasting peace deal. Despite the temporary truce struck between the foes, deep disagreement remains as to the way forward, and both sides have accused the other of failing to properly implement the current agreement.
We're looking forward to the negotiation. I think it's going to be positive. We'll, of course, see. As the President of the United States said, if the Iranians are willing to negotiate in good faith, we're certainly willing to extend the open hand. If they're going to try to play us, then they're going to find that the negotiating team is not that receptive. So we're going to try to have a positive negotiation. The President has gave us some pretty clear guidelines, and we're going to see.
Since the ceasefire took effect, U.S. President Donald Trump has voiced displeasure at Iran's handling of the strategic Strait of Hormuz, which was meant to be reopened, while Tehran has reacted angrily to Israeli attacks in Lebanon, insisting that it too falls under the agreement. Iran's Foreign Ministry spokesman Ismail Bakel said the country's participation could hinge on a halt to Israeli attacks on Lebanon. And on Sport Express, a significant injury setback has cast doubt over Mohamed Kudus' participation in the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The 25-year-old Ghanaian forward, who joined Tottenham Hotspur in 2025 on a high-profile deal, has reportedly suffered a relapse of a quad and hamstring injury that has sidelined him since January. Recent reports indicate that the issue may require surgery, potentially ruling him out for the remainder of the season and jeopardizing his chances of representing Ghana at the World Cup. His latest setback has raised concerns within the Black Stars camp, with medical assessments suggesting he could be sidelined for up to 3 months if surgery is necessary. This timeline overlaps with Ghana's tournament preparations, leaving the team uncertain about his availability. And on Entertainment Express, Nollywood actor and producer Toby Makinde has dismissed rumors of a rift between him and box office star Funke Akindele, stating that there is no issue between them. Speculations about a possible fallout had emerged on social media after both actors were seen less frequently together in public. Speaking in a recent interview, Makinde described the claims as unfounded and driven by online narratives. Makinde added that personal growth and career progression can sometimes create an impression of distance where none exists. As we conclude News Express on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM this evening, here is a recap of the biggest stories. We told you the federal government inaugurated a gas-to-power monitoring committee to address the persistent challenge of gas supply to power generation plants. It was also in the news Nigerian police force debunked a viral video circulating on social media alleging an ongoing terrorist attack in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. We also told you the Nigeria Immigration Service, NIS, ordered the immediate suspension of the controllers overseeing the Lagos-Seme border corridor to pave the way for a transparent probe, following online reports alleging widespread extortion by personnel in the command. And that's News Express on Adami Mogo 93.1 FM Lagos. On behalf of the production team, I am Ogboi. Mark, good evening.
In the sunlit savannas of northern Nigeria, Sir Ahmadu Bello rose as a visionary leader rooted in tradition and education. A descendant of Usman Dan Fodio, he chose to serve his region as premier rather than seek national power. His life teaches Nigerians the value of selfless leadership and staying true to one's roots. As leader of Northern People's Congress, Bello prioritized development, education, and identity. He modernized agriculture, promoted inclusive education, and founded Ahmadu Bello University. Nigerians can learn that progress thrives when leaders invest in people, not just politics. His tragic assassination in 1966 marked the end of an era, but not his ideals. Bello's legacy of unity, true respect, and cultural pride continues to inspire that true leadership uplifts, unites, and preserves dignity across diversity.
Hello, Kamini Ibrahim Abdul Chatamuwa pẹ̀lú àwọn adánilógo 93.1 FM nílùú Èkó wọ́n máa ń lu Ìbàdàn wọ́n wà káàkiri àgbàlá ayé.
ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ o àkótán ìròyìn ló ń dé sí ẹtí ìgbọ́yìn láti lè ṣe rédíò Adámimógo 93.1 FM tó kalẹ̀ sílùú Lẹ́kì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Adélékè Kẹ́hìndé òun náà ni oníròyìn síwájú ẹgbọ́n àkókò tó jẹ́ pé ó jẹyọ nínú ìròyìn ọ̀hún. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti ṣe ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ láti wá ojútùú sí ìdojúkọ pípèsè afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì fún iná agbára lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Àjọ ọlọ́pàá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti ṣẹ́jálẹ̀ látàrí ìròyìn ẹlẹ́jẹ̀ tí ń lọ káàkiri pé àwọn ẹṣin òkọ́kú kọlu ìlú Àbújá tí ọwọ́ sì ti ba ẹni afurasí kan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún. Bákan náà láti kà á sétí ìgbọ̀yìn pé ọ̀gá àgbà àwọn àjọ ẹ̀ṣọ́ tí ń rí sí wọlé jáde nílẹ̀ yìí ló ti ní kí alábòjútó ikọ̀ àjọ náà lójúnà Èkó sí ẹnubodè Sẹ̀mẹ̀ lọ rọ́kúnlé o látàrí ẹ̀sùn ìlọ́nilọ́wọ́gbà. Wáyé ìròyìn ọ̀hún rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè wa Nàìjíríà rẹ̀ Bọ́lá Tinubu láìgbàgbé gómìnà Doyediri ti ìpínlẹ̀ Bayelsa ni wọ́n ti ṣíṣọ́ lójú iṣẹ́ àkànṣe afárá oní 300 mítà ìyẹn ti Agiana sí Òpòròmà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Bayelsa. Àwọn tó ti wà níbi ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún ni a ti rí ààrẹ ìjẹta lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Goodluck Ebele Jonathan àti aya rẹ̀ abilékọ Patience. Bákan náà ààrẹ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí alàgbà Godswill Akpabio àti àwọn lẹ́ẹ̀kan nínú òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ni wọ́n péjú tó pèsè síbi ayẹyẹ ọ̀hún. Lára iṣẹ́ àkànṣe tí wọ́n tún ṣiṣọ́ lójú rẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́ àkànṣe iná agbára ní 60 mẹ́gáwáìtì aládàáni tí ń lo afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì èyí tí wọ́n ṣe lójúnà àti jẹ́ kí pípèsè iná ọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ ọ̀hún ó búrẹ́kẹ́ sí i dáadáa. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ alábòjútó ṣíṣàmúlò afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì iná agbára lójúnà àti wá ojútùú sí ìdojúkọ pípèsè afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì láti ṣètò iná agbára àgbẹ̀dù iná orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ẹni tó jẹ́ olùdámọ̀ràn pàtàkì lórí ọgbọ́n àtinúdá ìfọ̀rọ̀lédè àti ìròyìn sí mínísítà fún ètò iná nílẹ̀ yìí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Bọ́lájí Bello ó tọ́ka rẹ̀ wípé àgbẹ̀dù iná afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì tí ń pèsè ìdá 100 iná ọba tí orílẹ̀-èdè yìí rí ní ìfàsẹ́yìn ti débà ọ̀ látàrí àìnító afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì kíkọlù ọ̀pá tí ń gbépò ìgbèsè tí wọ́n ti jẹ ilé-iṣẹ́ tí ń pèsè afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì àti àìkó àkóyawọ́ tó láàrin ẹ̀ka àjọ ọ̀hún. Alákòóso fún iná agbára lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Adébáyọ̀ Adélabú ṣe àpèjúwe ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún gẹ́gẹ́ bí èyí tó yanrantí tó àti ọgbọ́n àtinúdá láti wá ojútùú sí kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ tó wà ní ẹ̀ka tí ń pèsè iná ọba lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Iléeṣẹ́ àjọ ọlọ́pàá lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ti ṣẹ́jálẹ̀ lórí fọ́nrán kan tí ń jà ròyìnròyìn káàkiri orí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wípé àwọn ẹṣin òkọ́kú ti ṣe àkọlù sí olúlu orílẹ̀‐èdè yìí nílùú Àbújá. Ẹni tó jẹ́ agbẹnusọ fún àjọ ọlọ́pàá lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà DCP Anthony Placid nínú àtẹ̀jáde rẹ̀ sọ sí di mímọ̀ pé ohun tí wọ́n ń ṣe àfihàn rẹ̀ lójú òpó ayélujára ọ̀hún ní kìí ṣe òtítọ́ tó yẹ pé ó jìnnà sí òtítọ́ bí ó ti wù kí ó mọ̀ tí ó sì ń ṣi àwọn ará ìlú lọ́nà. Ó sọ di mímọ̀ pé iṣẹ́ ìwádìí fi hàn wípé fọ́nrán ọ̀hún ni wọ́n wulẹ̀ ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ rẹ̀ láti ṣi àwọn ènìyàn lọ́nà àti láti máa mú ìbẹ̀rù bojo wá sí ọkàn àwọn ará ìlú pẹ̀lú kí àwọn ará ìlú má bàa ní ìgbàgbọ́ tí ó tọ́ nínú àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ elétò ààbò ilẹ̀ wa ní olúlu orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà àti ṣèlú Àbújá. Àjọ tí ń rí sí ìwọlé jáde lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, àjọ immigration, ni ó ti pàṣẹ rírọ́kúnlé náà fún alábòjútó àgbà tí mójútó ojúnà Èkó sí ẹnubodè Sẹ̀mẹ̀ inú àjọ ọ̀hún láti fi àyè gba iṣẹ́ ìwádìí finifini látàrí ìjábọ̀ kan tí ń lọ lórí ayélujára lórí ẹ̀sùn owó kọ́bẹ́ àti ìlọ́nilọ́wọ́gbà tí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ àjọ náà gbà ní ẹkùn ọ̀hún. Nínú àtẹ̀sóde ọ̀gá àgbà alábòjútó àjọ ọ̀hún lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí, ìyẹn abilékọ Kẹ́mi Nandab, ni ó ti bẹnu àtẹ́lu ìgbésẹ̀ náà tó sì ṣe àpèjúwe irúfẹ́ ìwà bẹ́ẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìwà tí ó lòdì sí ojúṣe àjọ ọ̀hún. Àjọ immigration náà wá tẹnumọ́ wípé kò sí èyíkéyìí àṣemáṣe tí kò ní jẹ́ kí àwọn ará ìlú nígbàgbọ́ nínú iṣẹ́ àjọ ọ̀hún tàbí ohun tí ó yàtọ̀ sí ìwà ọmọlúwàbí nínú àjọ náà tí àwọn yóò fi ààyè gbà. Ọba aláyé ọba aláàfin ti ìlú Ọ̀yọ́ ọba Akeem Owóadé ó ti sọ di mímọ̀ pé ẹnikẹ́ni tí ó bá lọ́wọ́ nínú ìwà ajagunbalẹ̀ ní pàtàkì jùlọ àwọn tí ó ń dá rògbòdìyàn sílẹ̀ tàbí àwọn tí wọ́n ń lọ́ni lọ́wọ́ gba owó tí kò tọ̀nà lọ́wọ́ ojúlówó àwọn tí ó ní dúkìá wọn lágbègbè ọ̀hún wípé irúfẹ́ àwọn ènìyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọn yóò fojú winá òfin tí wọ́n bá kùnà láti yàgò kúrò nínú irúfẹ́ ìwà bẹ́ẹ̀ láwùjọ. Ọba aláyé ọ̀hún ó wá ṣe kìlọ̀kìlọ̀ ọ̀hún látàrí bí ìwà ìkọlù àti iṣẹ́ àwọn ajagunbalẹ̀ ṣe ń gògò sí i láwọn ìletò méjìlá ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ níjọba ìbílẹ̀ ìlà oòrùn ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́. Ó wá kọminú pé àwọn ọ̀bàyéjẹ́ ẹ̀dá kan ni wọ́n ń wá gbogbo ọ̀nà láti jẹ níbi tí wọn kò ṣe sí o, èyí tí ó yọrí sí ọ̀nà tí kò bófin mu láti máa lo ọgbọ́n àlùmọ̀kọ́rọ́ yìí máa gba dúkìá kúrò lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ní wọ́n tó sì wá tẹ̀síwájú wípé lábẹ́ òfin èyíkéyìí ajagunbalẹ̀ tí ọwọ́ bá tẹ̀ wípé wọ́n ń dá rògbòdìyàn sílẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n ọdún 15 gbáko nírúfẹ́ ènìyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ yóò fi jóra lábẹ́ òfin tí àwọn tó sì gbé iṣẹ́ ajagunbalẹ̀ fún wọn yóò lọ lọ́wọ́ òfo. Ó kéré tó ènìyàn 8 ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni wọ́n ti ṣe ikú pa nínú ìrọ́kùkù ìbọn eléyìí tí ó gba bíi wákàtí kan lẹ́yìn tí àwọn ẹṣin òkọ́kù kọlu abúlé Mbuele níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Bokos ní ìpínlẹ̀ Plateau láṣálẹ́ àná òde yìí. Ẹni tó jẹ́ alága ikọ̀ olùwòye àlàáfíà níjọba ìbílẹ̀ Bokos, ọ̀gbẹ́ni Kefas Malai, tó fi ìdí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ náà múlẹ̀ sọ di mímọ̀ pé ìkọlù ọ̀hún òun ni ó ti dá ìbẹ̀rù bójó sílẹ̀ ní agbègbè náà. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Malai wá fi kún ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ wípé àwọn ará ìlú ni wọ́n ń fárígá o látàrí kíkùnà àwọn ẹ̀ṣọ́ elétò ààbò láti dáàbò bo àwọn ará ìlú àti pé wọ́n ń gbégi dínà wọn láti ṣe ìfẹ̀hónúhàn látàrí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ láabi ọ̀hún. Bákan náà, ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ni ó ti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ tí ó máa ṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò lórí àbádòfin iṣẹ́ àkànṣe afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì inú agbára àti ojúnà reluwé alágbára eré ìje. Àwọn ìgbìmọ̀ náà ni ó máa bójú àgbékalẹ̀ iléeṣẹ́ alágbàṣe yẹn di Sadel Nigeria Limited pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ olókòwò petro kan láti ilẹ̀ China fún iṣẹ́ àkànṣe fún ìdàgbàsókè afẹ́fẹ́ gáàsì, pípèsè iná agbára àti iṣẹ́ ojúnà ọkọ̀ reluwé alágbára eré ìje. Ẹni tó jẹ́ akọ̀wé àgbà fún ìjọba àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí, ọ̀gbẹ́ni George Akume, lásìkò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ọ̀hún ó tẹnumọ́ wípé ìwé àbádòfin lórí iṣẹ́ àkànṣe ọ̀hún òun náà ni ó nílò àgbéyẹ̀wò fínífíní dáadáa. Ó wá rọ àwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ ọ̀hún láti ṣàmúlò